Imagine this. You earn money every month, tax get deducted automatically. You save what's left, maybe invest a little. But now imagine someone earning not in thousands, not in millions, but in billions. Do they follow the same system? Do they pay the same percentage of tax? Or are they playing a completely different game? Because the truth is, most billionaire wealth is not sitting in a bank account. It's hidden, structured, and spread across the world. And today, we are going to understand exactly how. In 2016, something unprecedented happened. A massive leak shook the financial world. It was called the Panama Papers. Over 11 million confidential documents were released. These documents came from a law firm that specialized in helping wealthy clients to create a offshore structure. What investigators found was shocking. World leaders, business tycoons, and celebrities all using a complex system to move and protect their wealth. But here's the key point. Most of this wasn't technically illegal, which raises a bigger question. If it's legal, then why it feels hidden? Most people think billionaires hide cash in secret bank accounts, but that's not how it exactly works anymore. Modern wealth doesn't sit idle. It flows, it moves, it transforms. And more importantly, it's owned differently. Billionaire doesn't always own their wealth directly. They control through layers. And those layers what make everything difficult to trace. Let's start with the most basic structure. Shell company. A shell company is a company that it exists legally and it has no real operations. It used to hold asset or money. Now imagine this. A billionaire creates a company in a British Virgin Island. Why there? Because no corporate tax, no requirement to disclose owners publicly, and fast company registration. Now, instead of holding money personally, the billionaire transfers ownership of asset to the company. So officially, the wealth belongs to the company, not the individual. But it doesn't stop here, where it gets complex. That first company is often owned by another company, and that company is owned by another entity in the different country. Sometimes there are 5 to 10 layers. Each layer is a different jurisdiction, each with different laws. This process is called layering. And what is the purpose for that? To make it extremely difficult to trace who actually owns the money. So even if someone investigates, they hit the wall, then another wall, and then another. Now let's talk about tax havens. Countries like Cayman Island, Panama, Luxembourg, these places are not random. They are specifically designed to attract global wealth. They offer very low or zero taxes, financial secrecy, flexible regulations. Now, here is the strategy. Instead of earning profits in high tax countries, companies shift profits to these low tax regions. For example, a company operates globally but its profit are reported in a tax haven. So, taxes become minimal. This is known as profit shifting. Now, we move to the one of the most powerful tools, trust. A trust is a legal arrangement where assets are transferred to a separate entity. A trustee manages them and a beneficiary benefits from them. Here is the twist. The original owner no longer legally owns the asset, but it still benefits from them. This creates a powerful advantage. Assets are protected from legal claim, taxes can be minimized, wealth can be passed across the generations. So, technically, a billionaire can say that money is not mine, and legally they might be right. Let's talk about the one of the biggest misconception. Take someone like Elon Musk. People say he is worth over $100 billion, but that doesn't mean that he has 100 billion in cash. Most of it is tied to stocks, which means value goes up and down, no taxes until he sold them. So, what do billionaires do? Instead of selling stocks or paying taxes, they borrow money against them. Banks are happy to lend because the stocks act as collateral. This strategy is often called buy, borrow, and never sell. And what is the result of it? Access to the cash, minimal taxes. Wealth is also stored in a physical asset, luxury properties, commercial real estate, and fine art. Why? Because value appreciate, hard to track, exact market value can be stored internationally. For example, a painting bought for $5 million and it can later be valued at 50 million. No tax until it is sold. Now comes the most important part. Is this illegal? In most cases, no, because these strategies fall under tax avoidance, which is legal, not tax evasion, which is illegal. Billionaires hire teams of experts, lawyers, accountants, financial advisors to legally reduce the taxes. Now you might wonder, why do government allow this? The answer is complex. Countries compete for investment. They create favorable laws to attract the global wealth. Because when billionaires invest, economies grow, jobs are created. But the trade off is reduced tax collection. For the average person, income is simple salary, tax, and savings. But for billionaires, income is not salary, it's ownership, equity, assets, and structures. They don't just earn money, they design how money flows. So, when you hear this person is worth billions, remember that wealth is not sitting in one place. It's distributed, protected, structured, and often hidden in a plain sight. The real secret isn't where billionaires hide their money, it's that they don't play the same financial game as everyone else.